Hello, everyone. This is your friend Divyesh Dave, and welcome to the day number 14. I hope you are learning something new every day. And today is we are going to one more dynamic formula or dynamic function. So um, today we are going to learn about sorting, just like we learned indexing, matching, filtering. But now it's important part, which is the sorting. Sorting is usually what we know about sorting is, let's say, for example, this is our database. We have this filter on from, let's say, this function is there, sort and filter. So this is, we just select the name from this column, sort A to Z, and then the second sort A to Z. This is what we know about sorting, right? But now Excel 365 have introduced something amazing function. Uh, which is sorting, which is like this, not the selection of sorting, but in the same way like we bring the data from indexing and matching and filtering, we can also bring the data in the sort format. So this is what we are going to learn today. So sort icon versus sort function. So sort icon, we all know that this is the sort icon. We just bring the sorting and we just, it in any table or any normal data set, we just filter single say filter, multiple filter. But in sorting, the function sorting, we actually bring the data in the sorted format. So we are going to learn about simple sort, then we are going to learn simple sort but multiple, then we will also learn how we can bring the specific column sorting, the raw sorting, and we can also mix up just like we have mixed filtered with other functions. We can mix sorting with other functions as well. That's what we are going to learn. So let's start with a very simple thing: how to make this sorting thing works. So this is our test data. We are going to use this test data. I hope it is visible to you. So to use the sort function, it is very easy. You just put is equal to sort, and then you just put this array. We are using table, so it is very easy to bring the table. Now, by default, when we don't put any specific selection, it always sort from the first column. Let's say we have selected from product ID, so it will always sort from the product ID column or the first column. This is how sorting works. So this is a simple sort formula. Okay, but you can see that this is bringing all the data, but we don't want all the data. So what we will do is simple one column sorting. So sort, and then we just select salesman and enter. That's it. So it brings all the sorting of this particular column. Now we can say that simple sorting, but multiple columns. So that's we already did. So instead of selecting just one column, we have selected the whole table. So let me just change the array, and that's it. So it will bring the whole data. Now the beauty of table is when you go to table design, and when you change the table name, let's say customer 01, you don't need to give any space. It should be sequence. So in this sheet, wherever this table will be, it will directly sort from there. Whether sort, whether filter, whether index, you just need to put the table name. So for example, sort tab and then cust 01 01. So wherever this database with wherever the table will be, it will bring all the data from there. So this is called sorting, and you can see that 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Let's say for example here it is sort Z to A, but still in the sorting function it will bring exactly the same we want sorted. Okay, so this is the first and second thing we need to do: sorting single column and sorting multiple column. Just change it to the normal. Now next thing, we can we can sort multiple columns, but what we want to do is we want to select, not we want to sort not from the first column, but from, let's say, from company name, or maybe for salesman, or maybe from item. So we want to sort in this particular as per this particular column list. We can do that as well. So for putting that formula, what we need to do is we just need to put simple sort, and then we select the table name, which is cust01, and then uh, after that we just need to give the sort index number. So let's say mm, column number 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say we want to sort from fourth number, so column fourth, enter. So you can see it is sorted from the name of salesman. Can you see this? Let me just increase. So A, then B, then C, E, I, J, K, L. So this is how it's sorted. You just need to give the serial number of that particular column which you want to sort. So what we did is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Salesman is the 4. For example, if you want to change it to 5, so 5, so it will bring the sorting in the basis of 5, like custom computer, desk. It's not sorted as per the name, but for the name of the item. So this was the different kind of sort. Now by default, what it does is it just gives us ascending format sorting. But what if we want to give the descending, like Z to A or something like that? So what we do is we just put the sort and then table name. We can select also. Let's say like this array. We just select this array and then comma. After that, let's say we have selected uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say company name 1, 2, 3. So by 3, and now here comes the change. See, by default, it is going to give us the ascending form. But if you want to change it to descending, we just need to put -1 instead of 1 is going to be by default. But if you want to change it to descending, it will give you minus. You need to put the -1. So what we selected, we have selected the third one, this one. So it will give us data with this company name, but in the descending format. Can you see this? D, then F, then DreamWorks, and DDK, and then Bear and Apple is the last. So this is ascending and descending. So I hope you are learning this. This can be very helpful when you are creating some kind of reports, maybe some kind of special invoices you want to create, and you want to bring all the data set in your packing list, or maybe on the invoice. So this can be really, really helpful. Now this was all about sorting by the column. But what if we want to sort the rows? We can do that as well. For that, we need to do is equal to sort. Now here in the array, we don't need to select the columns, but we just select the headers. And when we select the headers, after that, we need to give the indexing, which we don't need to give anything. So first column, second column, and let it be very normal ascending. And then here we just need to give the criteria, true or false. So if true, then we need to give uh, let's say 1 and then enter. So it will bring, if it is true, it will bring the all the headers. Can you see this? All the headers are now here. So what it does is it just it just sort all the headers, not the column or any other data, but the headers. Okay. So this was all about the sorting and all. You can sort as many times as you want. You just need to put the criteria right, and then ascending or descending, and then it's done. So it will bring the data on the sort basis. Now here comes the magic. We checked what about the simple sorting, what about simple but multiple columns, and then multiple columns by specific columns, and then raw sortings. But now here comes the magic. We can bring the filter function with sort, and it can also it can filter the data set, but it can also sort the same database in the same column. Okay, so what we'll do, we just simply put filter formula first. We all know how to put filter. We select the array, sorry, we select the array, then comma, include what we want to include. Let's say salesman is equal to post number, and then enter. This is our simple formula, right? Simple filter formula. But what if I tell you that in this particular Austin selection, we want to bring this data set into um, into sorted form, like A to Z, or maybe all the product number should be in the sequence. Okay, so what we will do is we will keep this filter formula as it is, but before that we will just add sort, then tab. So when we open the bracket, we close it with the column number, which column we want to sort it. Let's say we have product ID number 1, so we will just put 1 and then close. So 5, 10. Can you see this? If you want to change it to, let's say, item number, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we will change it to 5. And we can also change it to like amount wise. For example, higher to lower. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So number 8. So now it is ascending format, but in the number. So lower to higher. And if you want to change it to higher to lower, we just add -1, comma, -1. Can you see this? How magical it is. So this is the date. So let me just change the date format. And it can be so helpful when you bring the sorted and filter data set somewhere else in your reports. So this is how this sort and filter can work together. I hope you understood this. Now, one more magic I want to show you. For example, if you have a list of let's say salesmen, but you don't want all the repetition. You just want uh, only once. Let's say, for example, Austin is coming several times, but you want only one time. So you bring all the salesmen, but only one time, like Emily Davis, Austin Wu, then any other person who has double name, but it should not repeat the name. It should bring only one unique name, and then it should sort those names so that you can filter and you can put some linkings to bring the unique value. So how it works is you simply put uh, sort function, and then you select the names, this column, enter. After that, before sort, you just put the unique function, which is the dynamic array function, unique, which brings the unique value, and then enter. Do you see the magic? It brings the unique value, but also it's sorted out. So how amazing it is. Now, what is the power of this? What you can do with this? You can actually create unique list of salesmen every time. Let's say this is a very small database, but when you are in a company working with the big database, there is the same number, same name repeating again and again. So you can bring the unique value, and also you can sort it out, and then you can put the let's say sum function or sum if function, which we are going to learn next. and then you can simply bring the data in front of this particular name, which is not repeating. So this is how you can use sorting uh, this sorting function. So we have learned about simple sorting, which is the sorting icons versus sorting function, and like simple sorting, single column, simple sorting, multiple columns, bringing the whole table, and simple column, multiple simple sorting, multiple column, but by specific column set. Then rows sorting, we can sort rows also. Then we also learn about mixing it with filters and unique. There is a whole lot of mixing you can done. But I hope you understood the fundamental of this sorting things. Now, I hope you understood this. Now we are moving to our formula of the day, which is directly related to this same thing that I was discussing about. This is the sum ifs formula. I hope you are. I know that you guys were waiting for this formula for a very long time because it's the most powerful formula that Excel have introduced. Initially, it used to be sum if, but sum if used to give us total of single selection, but sum ifs is going to give us data from multiple selections. So let me show you how. I hope you understood how did we bring this unique, right? Now, what I want to do is, let me just repeat this cells again so we have some enough data sets. Okay, just bring it to unique thing. You have more products with more list. And yeah, the good thing to put this sorting function into table is when we increase our table, it automatically changes. For example, we have Austin Vo and all these things. And now here comes the new person. Let's say Dave McKenzie. Did you see that magic? It automatically adjusts between this. That's why these are dynamic formulas. So always use table, and when you put these kind of dynamic formulas, let's say we add one more person, Robert. Just the random name, Robert Mugabe. the So it automatically adds. See, so that's why these are dynamic arrays formula. So I hope you understood this. Now we are going to check about the formula of the day, which is sum ifs. Now what sum ifs does is it brings the unique value, a unique total from it brings the total of that particular unique value from all the selections, and it gives us the total. I'll show you. It's very hard to explain in this words, but let me just do it and show it to you. Let's say we have this database. Uh, let's say we have this database and we have these names, or maybe just like, take example of this. I copy this and I copy this into new sheet. Okay, view, keep it normal. So we have these names. We want to create a report, whether we want to add all the salesperson name, but unique names. So what we did is we used unique sort uh, names. Now we want to bring all the sales that is been done by each and every person. So the one way is we just go to this data, we select the person, and then we add this 196,599, 196,599, and something like this. Or you can use some ifs formula, which is most powerful formula in Excel. How does work? You will put simple sum ifs, not sum if, because sum if is old formula. It just gives you one selection. You can't do multiple selection. But in sum ifs, you can give multiple criterias. So first we put single criteria, then I will show you another criteria how to put multiple criteria. So sum ifs, then tab, we give the sum range from where we want to bring the sum. So we just select this area. Let me just remove this. Yeah, let me just remove this filter so we can see the whole data set. So some ifs, then some range from where we want to bring the total. So this is our sum range. Then again we put the comma, criteria range from where we want to select. So salesman list. And then we give the criteria. The criteria is our name. Enter. The same value, but with just simple formula. And now we just copy this and we paste this here. Can you see the magic? The total is. You want to check it? Let's check this last person, the Ode Dina. Sorry. What is the total? 17,071. What is the total? 17,071. Now the good news is when you use these formulas from table, you don't have to freeze those panes. Otherwise, let's say we put the formula here and we choose the another data set which does not have table, some ifs, and then we go here, we put the selection of salesmen. Oh, sorry. First we put sales table, then we put selection of these salespeople, and then comma, then the criteria which is our sales name. Now, if you put this formula to another cells, what it does is it just shifts your formula from below cells, from top cells to below cells. So see, can you see this error? Why this error is coming? Because your formula also shifted from not only from this area. So your formula starts from this. Next formula starts from this. Next formula starts from this. So every time you need to freeze first. Well, how to freeze? Just go to the selection or maybe the particular cell range and press F4. So it will bring the dollar sign. The dollar sign, what dollar sign does is it just freezes that particular. So it will not move. It will stay in that particular range. F4. Then again in the database, you go to D4 and freeze it, and then freeze it. Enter. We will not freeze the criteria because it is going to change like Alexander, then Shelley, Louis, David. So we will not freeze this, but the range where we want to bring the data from, we don't want to change that. So that's why we need to freeze. And then we copy this formula and then Control V. So now it is sorted out. So if you say Colin, the total of Colin is 15,416. 15,416. Or let's say Louis is having error. So Louis 124334 24246. Can you see this error? So we will not be able to track these kind of errors. So every time we have to freeze it and then we have to copy this so that it can bring the right value. See 124246. Louis 12433. Huh? Why it is happening? Oh, I'm checking Jen. Okay, I have to check the Louis. Here is the Louis. So this kind of thing happened. But in case here, what we did is we selected the table. That's why we don't need to do this freezing and all. Automatically it changes the range. So that's the beauty of table. So when you're putting the dynamic formulas, please use tables. Now this was some ifs. Let's say we want to add one more criteria, not only the person name, but we also want to add, let's say, item name. So hard disk, or maybe television. So bring me the total of all this person if the name of this, and the item name is television. Can we do that? Yes, we do this. We can do this. So what we do is we will keep all the formula same as it is, but after this we put the second criteria. So we put criteria range, which is our name of the item name, the product name, and then we put the second criteria, which is our television, and then enter. So Austin have not sold. Let me just take it again. Did I make some mistake or what? Let me put it again. So we will be sum ifs. First sum range, which is here. Then first criteria, which is our names. Let me just keep it here. And then first criteria range, and then first criteria, which is our name. Okay. Now after that, we need to put the criteria range 2. Criteria range 2 is the name of item, and then comma, and then the here we need to freeze it because all these data are not tables. So here we need to freeze these data also. This will not freeze because it's going top to bottom, but television should be freeze so that it always selects from television. So it's done. So only Emily Davis has sold television. The Emily Davis television. There is no other person. Now, if we change the television to, let's say, cell phone, we can just change it cell phone. So it will bring the who sold the cell phones. If we put, let's say, pen drive, so pen drive have two people have sold pen drive, so it will show into more than one person. See, Austin Wu and Avril, whatever it is. Computer, let's change the computer. So it can bring more criteria also. Let's say we have third criteria of let's say company name. Who sold this to this company? So we can add third criteria. We just need to select the criteria range and then the criteria. We need to put criteria somewhere. Let's say TND Limited. And then we need to just add the selection. The let's say our coming in the middle. The company name, which is our third criteria, and common, comma, and then TND. Put it here. So criteria 3, criteria 2. Let me just keep it simple. First, we put the customer, then customer salesman criteria range 1, and then criteria 1. Then the criteria 2. Criteria 2 is done. Then we put the criteria number 3, criteria range 3, which is our this company name. Yeah, I will already. Let me just restart this, okay? Because I messed up with the formula. So let's say sum ifs, then sum range. We know that sum range is this, comma, our first criteria range, which is this, and then the criteria, which is our name of the person. Okay. Now we put the second criteria. comma, criteria number 2, which is our product, comma, criteria, which is computer. So we put the second criteria. Now we put the third criteria, comma, criteria range, which is our name of the company, and comma, our criteria, which is T&D Limited. It's not showing here. No one sold to T&D. No one sold the computer to T&D. Okay. If I change computer to television, it will bring the data. Austin Wu. No one has sold television. Very strange. Emily Davis. She has shared. But Emily Davis does not have Emily Davis T&D television. All three criteria. Emily Davis. Okay, I did not freeze that. So we freeze this, and then where did I freeze this? Sheet number 2, B1, B2 also need to be freeze. A3 should not be freeze because it's going to be top to bottom. Enter. That's quite strange. T&D Limited, Emily Davis, telephone. It should select this. It is starting from customer 1, sales amount. Anyways, you understood the main concept, right? Let me just put the only 2 criteria, but it can add more criteria. Some ifs, some range, which has this, and then the criteria range, comma, the criteria. Okay. Now let me add one more criteria range, which is the product, and then the criteria. And then we freeze this criteria. That's what we did. Then we put let me just try it again. Criteria range 3, which is our company name, and then criteria, which is this. Let's say, let me put here Apple Inc. So, and then I freeze this. Apple Inc. does not have, but it has the pen drive. See, this is how it brings. The multiple criteria can be there. So, person name, product name, and company name. So it can bring all the data from multiple criterias. So this is how this sum ifs works. And in the same way, we can put another formula, which is the count if. So let's say count if, but in count if, you don't need to bring the sum because we are just counting. So count ifs, we just need the criteria range. We need the name of the person, comma, the criteria. That's it. No need to freeze or everything. So simply copy and paste. What we did is Control D. The formula is being copied to. So sum ifs and count ifs. So Austin has sold 10 things, 10 products because it's repeating to 10 times. This is all for today. I hope this was a little longer session, just like last two or three sessions, but so much to do in these kind of formulas. So I hope you understood this. What we did is we just used the sorting thing, and our formula of the day is the ifs formula, because sum if and count if is gone. Now Excel has just added S, so it become more powerful. So it can bring multiple criteria to bring the total or average. It can bring the total. So like for sum ifs, you can use sum ifs. Or if you want to bring the average, you can just simply change the sum to average ifs. And if you want to bring the count, it will just use the count ifs. Okay. I hope you understood this. Now the shortcut of the day is to bring the filter. Let's say we don't have filter here, and you want to bring the filter. So you just go to any header and just press Control Shift and L. What did you see? Control Shift L. So we just did the same thing. Control Shift L to insert the filter. Control Shift L to delete the filter, to remove the filter. So this is our shortcut. So I hope you understood this sorting, the ifs, and filter shortcut. So create the sorting in your own database which you have created. I hope you have created the task, and share the screenshot in our group. If you have not joined our group on LinkedIn, please join our group of professionals in accountants and ask your query there. Use this sum ifs also and create some linkings. This is all for today, and I hope you are learning something amazing things in these Excel sessions, because I'm also learning with you guys. Thank you so much for supporting with your likes, with your shares. Please share this learning with other friends also if you are watching it on YouTube. And I'll be happy to see you in the next session. I will bring more value, and maybe after this Excel thing, we can learn something new. So stay tuned, stay connected, and thank you so much for watching this video. Please practice, because without practice, you won't be able to learn Excel. Okay? And practice and share your comments and queries so that I can help you more. Thank you so much for being with me in this learning journey. Have a great day and keep learning, keep growing. Bye bye. This is your friend Divyesh Dave. Take care.